Alrighty guys, this is snugsonblitz, and I'm back with another video for you today. So I have a game in this tank, the SCEPTER, the Tier 8 American Heavy Tank. And it's not a particularly exciting one, but it's going to illustrate one single point, and that is the importance of being patient. Now, you may not know this, but I'm not exactly the most patient person in the world. I am quite impatient many times. But in this game, I'm going to restrain myself, and it's going to pay off nicely. But as you can tell from the title of this video, it's not about this game. It's about this one important question. Are tank stats that important? You see, one of my subscribers wrote to me this. And he's saying maybe I should go into more depth and talk about stats and how, the tank is useful. So let's take a look at the SCEPTER, okay? So here we go. We're looking at its gun, and it's got 236 armor piercing. Its high explosive is 278 pen. Average damage 310 for its armor piercing. High explosive is 280, if I'm reading that correctly. Gun depression 8 degrees. Concealment 7. Moving on to the turret, we've got the front armor. We've got the turn rate for the turret. We've got the view range. We've even got the gun turn limit, which I don't even know what that is. What else have we got? Okay, we've got the engine, we've got engine power, we've got top speed 36, reverse 16. Okay, I don't know if you can tell by now, but there are a lot of statistics to think about in this game. I mean, a ton of them. And guess what? I don't care. In fact, I am very impressed when people rattle off these statistics off the top of their head. Yeah, Droodles does it, and he does a great job, and much respect to him. And Fatness can know all these penetration values. And guess what? I have no clue. Yep, you heard that right. I have no clue. You know what I know? I can hit that tank. I cannot hit that tank. I can hit that turret. I cannot hit that turret. You see, that's all I need to know in this game. And in fact, I think too many statistics will cause you to kind of go a little bit insane, because statistics are just one thing. You've got angles in this game. You've got luck. So just because you can penetrate a tank, and you should be able to penetrate a tank, doesn't mean you will be able to penetrate a tank for various reasons. As I said just a second ago, angles are one of the most important things. If you just angle a tank slightly, that turret armor may go way down or way up, depending on how it's positioned. So you've got to learn that the turret is effective in certain positions, but not in others. And so if you just get stuck with all these statistics in your mind and trying to calculate and see what can work and what doesn't work, I think it's gonna make you go a little bit insane. I really do. I think you're gonna get frustrated and go, I can't remember it all, or why doesn't it work? It should work. I should be able to do it. Honestly, I think the best thing you can do is forget about the stats. That's why I do these simple reviews. I'm going to have a little bit more in-depth review at a later time. But again, I'm not going to go into all the stats because I think they're in many ways counterproductive for newer players. It's overwhelming. There's just too much information. And I played this game a lot, yet I don't even know them. All I know is, hey, if the CC64 is hull down in front of me and I see a heck of a lot of gray, I am not getting through that turret. But you know what I do know? Is I can hit its lower plate, right? I do know that if I'm in a T-44 though, and I'm facing it, I'm gonna struggle mightily. I might need gold shells to get through it. Look at this. See, looking for that gray. I don't wanna see a bunch of red on a tank, and that's all I look for, right? And even if I didn't have the best eyesight, or I couldn't see where I can hit the tanks properly, if you really wanna know, jump into a training room with a buddy of yours and say, hey, look, can we test out something? You take your tank and you say, hey, I want you to take the IS-4. And then you take a T-62 or a WZ-113 and say, okay, let me see if I can pen you. Can I hit you here and here? And will I bounce? Use different terrain. Aim for the turret only. I think that is so much more valuable than looking at numbers on a screen and going, yes, I'm sure I'll be able to do it, because it's not as easy as that. Numbers tell a story. Yes, they do, for sure. But, you're not guaranteed to get that damage every time. Sometimes you get high rolls, sometimes you get low rolls. So if you look at the numbers, like, hey, why am I not getting a number? Because you got a high roll, you got a low roll. You know, people don't seem to get that. So I just wanted to share my thoughts on stats, and that's why I'm not going to probably go into tank stats too much. You might not agree with my thinking, but I just think for people who are getting into the game and they're not pros, I don't think it's really that valuable. I've played a ton, and I've never looked at the stats, and doesn't bother me at all. Anyway, you might hate this video, and might disagree with me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and hey, just have fun. It's a game. Anyway, that's all I got for you. I'll see you next time. Snugs on Blitz, out.